right, let's start with the surge. By the end of 2006, the U.S. was on the verge of defeat in Iraq. But to his credit, George Bush adopted a new strategy and sent more troops to provide security. The results were pretty amazing. From 2007 to 2008, the number of American troop deaths dropped by 2/3. During the same period, Iraqi civilian deaths dropped 60%. Next, the Asian tsunami in 2004. Now, before Bush screwed up after Hurricane Katrina, he actually got his relief effort right. He appointed his father and Bill Clinton to lead the fundraising. In all, the American people donated $700 million to the relief effort. The U.S. government donated $950 million more. 2001, very early on, during his first State of the Union address, President Bush promised to end racial profiling, and 2 years later, he acted on it.
Arab Americans are racially profiled in what's called secret evidence. We got to do something about that.
Bush issued an order to over 70 law enforcement agencies calling for an end to most forms of racial and ethnic profiling. Obviously, the ban was not perfect by his administration, but it was the first of its kind. Next. Before Bush came to power, every U.S. Secretary of State and Attorney General had been white. But Bush changed that. Under his watch, both Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice served as Secretary of State and Alberto Gonzales as Attorney General.
Even my worst days as Attorney General have been better than my father's best days.
All right, so not every pick exactly did the country proud, but Bush appointed more women and more minorities to high-level posts than any president in history. And the number one thing that Bush deserves credit for, his global program to fight HIV and AIDS. $15 billion in all. Now, it's not without its controversy because a good chunk of that money was tied to abstinence programs, but experts say the fund has saved the lives of more than 1 million people with HIV. Plus, no other leader has given as much money to the World Food Program as George W. Bush. In fact, America now provides about half of all the emergency food aid around the world.